Welcome to today's video, everybody. We are now back up in Fukushima at Side X Japan because, as you can see, the Chaser is getting some TLC in there. But look at this babe. Oof. Man, every time I look at this thing, it still blows my mind that this is my car. Oh boy, and we got to drive this in 2 weeks. We're driving at Sugo. Sugo is going to be a little fun. That's going to be a hard track to drive, but it'll be still fun. I'm really excited. Oof. We're going to put the broken aero back on it today too. So we'll get this thing back together as one piece with the rear bumper again. For as long as a rear bumper can remain on that car, you guys know I have a problem with keeping bumpers on things. Hence why the Chaser always has mixed match bumpers on there, because they just never last long enough. Right, Fusto? Bumpers don't last long on my cars.
Who needs bumpers?
Exactly, bumpers are for losers, right? Although I have to admit, Fusto, I'm very impressed with how you haven't lost any bumpers on your car yet.
Yeah, because no big bristles this year yet. I just start crashing.
Yeah, you do. This front bumper, the front bottom lip is so far forward. I've actually caught my shin on this a few times. Such a crazy aero kit. Anyways, let's run through everything we're getting done on the Chaser today. Today's video is sponsored by Dafski. If you don't know who Dafski is, they sell air fresheners. And the best thing is you can get some of the sickest, newest air fresheners for literally pocket change. Head to dafski.com and make sure you use coupon code SAMMIT for a further 10% off store-wide. Seriously guys, this is the new meta. This is their new strawberry milk air freshener, and it makes the whole car smell like strawberry milk. It's great. But as you can see here, they have so many different kinds of air fresheners that you can get. Ooh, there's that candy fairy floss? Hell yeah. So many different ones that you can get and choose from, all on their website. And don't forget that these guys are also my tier 2 sponsor for the Formula Drift program. So they have supported me and helped me out so much in making my dream a reality with Formula Drift. So make sure you head to their website and give them some extra love, guys. Once again, use coupon code SAMMIT. Let's get back to the video. So Fusto's been pretty busy on this girl. And if you guys remember, last time we were driving this, we actually had a little bit of a diff leak issue. And it was just the side seals for the axles. So Fusto dropped the diff this morning, changed out all those seals, so we shouldn't have any more diff oil leaks. But in the engine bay, we're about to do the forbidden test, the thing that makes all car men cry on the inside, because we have 6 chances to know whether or not my engine's okay. So yes, we're about to do a compression check on the Chaser. Last time I drove it, it felt kind of sluggish, and it just didn't have that pep that it usually has. Now, they did find a boost leak, and we're hoping that that's all it was, but while we're here, we might as well do a compression check and just check how healthy this engine is. How long have I been beating on this thing?
Sorry?
How long have I been driving this engine?
2 years?
2.5 years, I think?
Well, probably, yeah.
And it's been through some events, you know. To say that I've driven this car lightly and not off limiter and just bouncing it non-stop is just a complete utter lie. This thing has been absolutely thrashed and destroyed. So I'm not gonna be surprised. Now, the last time a compression test was done on the car was about a year ago, and these are the last results here. So 11, 10.5, 10.5, 10.5, 11, and 10.5. Pretty consistent. And we're hoping to see consistency again, and we know the motor's good, but I've also been running this thing at 18 PSI on stock studs and head gasket, so we will find out. We seem to just be getting nothing but 9s. Oh, she's a little sad. At least it's consistent. Next.
This is when you're driving. Kind of complain about.
Yeah, I know. Drew the balls off this motor. Everything's getting 9. 9 again. It's really consistent at 9 though. Something's weird. Is it meant to be like that? Is my motor that hurt?
11, 10.5.
Yeah. At least it's consistent. That's the main thing. Another 9 here. Oh god. Just as long as it's all 9s, we're okay-ish, kind of.
Below 9, not good.
Below 9, not good. Yeah. So need to get that spare engine built ASAP then. Oh, Fusto, should you give him the bad news or should I?
Better the owner, yeah.
We got 9 across the board. Till here we got 9.5, 9.5, and the back one, 8.5. 9 bar is about 130 PSI, so the back one's definitely down to like 120. It's pretty bad. 1JZs are really supposed to have 170, 175, 180 across the board PSI, so she's had a hard life. I can't even honestly be mad, but like it's still pretty consistent. Which is good. The car's gonna run okay. We'll still be able to drive it. Honestly, this thing will probably still keep running for a long time, but it is obviously getting on the lower side. So Q now, we are activating spare engine plan. I'm gonna get our spare engine that's out the back. That's gonna go to the machine shop. Hopefully after FD. Get pistons and rods. Once that gets to the machine shop, we'll know if the bore needs to be rebored. Then we'll send them some new pistons from HKS and we'll have a fully built bottom end ready for this. And then I guess if we're doing an engine swap, we should probably change the hot side to that new setup I've been talking about. So good time. Yeah, good time. So we got some exciting stuff happening on the Chaser for the hot side. So yeah, unfortunately a sad day for this engine, but we'll pull it out while it's still running when we switch it out, and we'll get this one rebuilt as well. So kind of a no-brainer at this point. This motor's treated me well. It's been like 2.5 years of non-stop thrashing, and it's been through some encounters, losing coolant. Never broke down, no, yeah. This has been other than like, yeah, even the turbo exploded twice. The front pulley exploded off it. That was about it, really. Otherwise, this thing's just copping it. So
everything else was just you crashing.
Yeah, just me crashing the exterior of the car. So I guess 1JZs aren't that indestructible. Well, I guess if you kept them at the stock boost level, it probably would have been, but I mean, I've been thrashing this thing and just ignoring the temperature warning alarms on my Defi gauges for a while now. So like I said, I can't be mad, but the girl's gonna get spruced up in a little bit. That's for sure.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I was just telling Fusto, because we have lower compression, we can just fill that up with some more boost, right? To make up for it? That works, right? That's how that works. Yeah? No?
The piston will say hello to you.
The piston will say hello.
Just leave a GoPro there.
Just leave a GoPro there for it. We got the Chaser off the lift now, and all things considered, we're just gonna keep sending this thing until we get that fresh engine built for her like we were talking about. But as you can see, we got the passenger seat pulled out. Now, there's nothing wrong with this seat. You guys know I love my brides, but it's for very small people. Fits me like a glove. But yeah, a lot of my friends that are big dudes and stuff just don't fit in this seat. And I actually have a pretty special guest coming in the next couple days for some passenger runs and stuff. There's gonna be a bunch of Ebisu content coming now, by the way, guys, so keep an eye out for that. But we're putting a stock seat in just from one of the Chasers here. Yeah, that way my friend shouldn't have any problems jumping in there. Got that stock seat mounted in there, looking good. I got some fresh rubber, put on some wheels in the back. Fusto's gonna load it up on the truck. It does sound a little weird, doesn't it? Yeah, it definitely sounds a little weirder than it used to, but I'm sure it'll hold out for us until we get the new engine sorted out. The only thing that could give way in the meantime is my clutch is pretty sad. It's only a hyper single and I've been beating on it for a long time now, and it's at its last adjustment point, so hopefully we can get the clutch to last that a little bit longer. Now that we got the Chaser loaded up, time to mess around with this girl. I want to put all the aero back on, work out what's broken, not broken, all that kind of stuff. We got 2 weeks and a few changes still need to happen. I have to pull this thing really far down at the moment, so I'm thinking of actually moving this a little bit further forward, which we do have adjustment there, so we will do that as well. But definitely want to make some changes to this girl, just to make it a little bit more comfortable for me to drive, that's for sure. Let's fire this 2JZ up. Always squeak. It's a brand new belt. Got this thing inside. The weather took a turn for the worse, so it's pouring now. And I'm gonna kind of stitch and put everything back together. Relatively, everything's in pretty good condition. We did rip off the corner end of the bumper here, which we'll drift stitch together. And we've kind of got a little hole there where it wore straight through from, you know, grinding on the bitumen. But this over fender is pretty much in one piece, and the piece that connects to the bumper is also still kind of in one piece. So we should be able to drift stitch most of this together and get this looking reasonably good. Now, I'm all for that. I think it's still gonna look good. I don't think you're gonna be able to tell too much, and I like a little bit of battle scars because they tell a story. So I'm actually pretty hyped that this is all gonna go back on here and look somewhat pretty decent. So I'm gonna get to work on that, get all that on there and show you guys what it looks like. Just finished putting all the aero parts back on, and if you get really close, it looks a little ugly in certain places, like here and here. But from out here, you can't tell, which is fine. That's good in my opinion. Rear bumper's all bolted on, back together, a couple drift stitches down here. Kind of just tie that piece together there, and we're all good. Ready to roll. We're gonna go park this thing for tonight. I'm hoping I'll be able to do some testing on the weekend with this thing, get this thing dialed a little bit better. But for now, we're done fixing her up. Well, got her back in a hiding spot for now. God, this thing looks so good. Still, every time I look at this, I gotta pinch myself and make sure I'm not dreaming. Looks so good. I can't wait to get comfortable in this thing. Start messing some people up. Before I head to my hotel, I had to come check in Steve. What are you working on, Steve?
Hello, bro.
How you doing?
My car job.
Your car? I see you got a nice new shiny turbo. Good to see another Garrett. I like that. The gold matches too, bro.
Yeah.
Did you paint it?
No.
No? It just came like that with the gold? I like it. There you go. How long before you'll have the car finished?
Maybe, I don't know, 2-3 days?
2 or 3 days you'll have this car finished.
Maybe.
Dude, I'm still gonna be here, so all right then. Let's drive together this weekend. $100?
I tried.
Oh man, I'm gonna be so happy if he can drive this car. It's been so long since he's been able to drive. This car looks good though. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of work on this, bro. Even if you get it running, you still need tune and everything.
I try and run, start, okay. After make exhaust.
Make exhaust.
Intercooler pipe.
Intercooler piping. Maybe front bumper. No front bumper.
No have.
No have?
No have.
I like it, bro. Me either. I don't have front bumper.
Miso car.
Yeah, missiles don't need it. Dude, he's got all the good parts though. Koyo Rad, Blitz intercooler. All the good parts on this. Cool to see.
I have this 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Okay. Well, don't crash it on the first drive, okay? Don't roll it. Oh man, it's gonna be good to see Steve driving again. Hopefully I get to drive with him. Hopefully, if my engine still survives. If you guys remember the last time we were here, this was just started getting worked on, and they've done a bunch of upgrades. It's got a new exhaust, front mount intercooler, and nice orange wrap. Looks sick. And the pink Porsche. This is Lewis's, I think. What's in these V8s? Fausto, is this a V8?
Yeah, 5.7.
5.7 liter V8.
This is the supercharged.
I don't think it's supercharged. No, it's NA.
No, it's not the stock. It's not the normal version.
Oh, isn't it?
No,
Oh.
the normal version have 2 versions. These ones.
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't see a supercharger. I just see normal
No
intake. So,
supercharger.
but yeah, interesting.
By 5.7, I have 4 liters one.
Oh, really?
Very heavy on fuel.
It's heavy on
Sound
fuel.
good, yeah.
Sound good though. These cars are kind of cheap in Japan, aren't they?
1.2, 1.3.
Oh, so like 12 grand. That's pretty cheap for a Porsche. Yeah, the maintenance on these suck in Japan. You can't get parts. Yeah. Looks good with the pink wrap. Kind of like it. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. You guys already know we are at the official drifting hotel called Mount Inn, the one with the drifting simulator and everything. And I've been staying on the 4th floor with all their new renovated rooms. But it's time to jump in the Z. We got to get some breakfast from the Family Mart and head to Ebisu Circuit. Ah, yes, the good old Family Mart breakfast. Today we got some juice, nice little apple and custard pastry Danish thing. And then these I've been enjoying a little bit too much recently, but they're essentially a breakfast muffin. They got ham, egg, and sausage and cheese on there. It's actually pretty good. They heat it up for you and everything. They're really decent, actually. Anyways, let's get to the circuit. So we've arrived at the circuit, and I just wanted to show you guys these mountains look amazing. The last time we were here, even though it was like a 36-degree day, actually reached up to 42, I believe. There was still snow on the tips of those mountains, but now it's completely melted. Oh wow, look, they got the new toilet blocks getting built in. They look good. So a lot of changes and renovations are still going underway here at Ebisu. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking for an update after the earthquake and all the funds that we were able to raise through the GoFundMe and whatnot. And we do have a video planned. We're just waiting till a little bit more of the work's completed. And then we'll do like a little bit of a walk around with either Suinaga or Kumakubo-san, depending on how busy his schedule is. But we will be doing a big update video on Ebisu Circuit and the future plans there and talk about some cool stuff. But yeah, things are going really, really well. Ah, there she is. The old girl. Hopefully she does me well today and we don't pop the engine. I'm sure it'll be all right. I mean, 1Js tend to even last quite a long time, even on lower compression, but you know, we'll just play it safe. I've got a little bit of drift prep to do, and I'm actually going to be doing an IRL stream today on that purple website that shall not be named, because every time I seem to talk about streaming on another platform, YouTube just starts tanking all of my videos. So if you guys aren't following me on that platform, you should be. Go follow me. Just do a little bit of Googling research. Join the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is down in there in the description, and you can find and get alerts every time I go live on that purple website. That kind of sounds bad, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a little sad about the Chaser, but it's going to lead to much better things for the car. And this is, I mean, I'm kind of torn. As you guys know, obviously, like the S15 seems to be like mainly my chassis of choice. And I think we do need to get like more of a practice missile in an S15 with a JZ engine in the future. But I think this will always just be kind of like a practice missile car for me, and something that we'll always have fun with all the homies when they all are able to visit and stuff for Drift Mid Series. So I think this will just always stay like this, but we're definitely going to ramp up the engine package and make that thing and that drivetrain so much better. I need to get that dog box sorted out for it too, because if we're going to be doing a new engine and turbo and making more power, we should definitely just put that dog box in. Anyways, enough rambling on, but before we do go, I do have one last thing I need to talk to you guys about. And that is, if you have a Twitter account, I need your help. And this may come across a little weird, but in Australia, we never really, Twitter never really took off there. It wasn't really that popular kind of social media platform. So I was very late to the platform, and I only started taking it seriously probably in the last 2 years or so, because I find it's a very important place and a good place for me to put all those behind the scenes updates and give you guys kind of, you know, progressions on merches or pre-orders and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, the biggest issue I find is Twitter is kind of the hub for content creators like myself to reach out to other content creators to try to collaborate. And the problem with that is I have a very small following there, so all my comments just get pushed down and no one ever sees them. So if you guys have a Twitter account, please go head over there and give me a follow. Once again, I post a lot of behind the scenes and update stuff that is relevant to you guys who watch the channel. So if you have a Twitter account, please go consider following me. It's just SAMMIT01. I'll put a link down in the description. But for now, guys, I hope that makes sense. I'm going to go have some fun today. I'm going to probably shred the Z, try and do some backies in this thing today, as well as obviously the Chaser. So thanks for watching. Smash the like button, write the comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Jamata. Follow me on Twitter, please. Well, we just crashed on the corner of North Course practicing 360s.
That wasn't the smartest idea. We are up the bank. I think we're okay. I just gotta figure out how to get the car out, and I don't know if I've popped my sump up. Well, I think we broke the chaser. I think we broke something practicing 360s, guys. Whoops. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.